From Jacksonville Mom are with us. Please welcome back Chantel, Stacy, and Simone down there who wanted to be by her mommy, which is totally cool for this segment. And today we're talking about the Teal Pumpkin Project. And this is so important, especially if your kids have food allergies. So welcome back to the show. And you have a lot of creative ideas with this, and not just for Halloween, but also for all the Halloween parties that are coming up in school.
Right.
So Stacy, let's start with you. So let's talk about some of the display and what you have here.
Okay, so there is so much going on right now with Halloween and food. Food and candy, this is the #1 time for all of the candy retailers to sell their candy, which is surprising because you think about all the Easter candy and all of that, but Halloween really is focused on that food. And so you're going to see a lot of parties and events and things that are increasing exposure for our babies that have food allergies. 1 in 13 kids have it. And so when you are doing any sort of trunk or treating or a party or event, it's great to have a non-food option. So I know both Chantel and I, we often bring our own food to events and things, so we're not going to be able to participate in those types of activities. And non-food options make sure that everybody in your community can participate.
So backing up just a little bit, this color teal, now in a Jaguar community, everybody instantly thinks, I mean, just the other night I saw a Jaguar decorated, it was teal and it had a logo on it, and that was not meaning the same thing that this teal pumpkin means, which is this is safe, this home is safe for your child that has a food allergy. Is that correct?
Exactly, but I firmly believe that every Jaguar fan that has a teal pumpkin, like me, can do this very easily and simply, and I think mustaches are a great way to go.
Yeah, speaking of the Jags, the Minshew mustache, and kids are all about that, and they know about it too as well.
They do.
And you obviously have different styles and different colors, which is so cool.
Which is amazing. You can get these on Amazon, you can get them at local party stores, Walmart. Get a wide variety for an extremely affordable price, and then if you have that teal pumpkin, whether you intended it or not, you can turn it into something that's going to enable someone in your community to participate that wouldn't have been able to
Because
otherwise.
the thing to remember is that you don't want a child to walk away empty-handed or to have a bag of candy that they have to turn over to their parents and say goodbye to at the end of the night. It's nice if they can say, oh, look, I got a mustache, or something else, and I'm sure you'll show us, and then they get to keep it instead of having to just sacrifice it.
And even kids that don't have allergies, they're open to take this as well. And sometimes they're even more excited because they just got a ton of candy. And when they see something like over there, like the little erasers, like it makes their day.
Yes, and we've done slime before. We don't have any here, but like little slime packets, Play-Doh. We have note cards, bats, and bubbles. All of these things come pre-packaged, and believe it or not, these little packets of erasers are hugely popular. They always go pretty quickly out of my bin.
Oh, I imagine. So the way you do it at your home is you offer up a bin?
Of a lot of different things,
Okay.
And I would make that bin teal, but it doesn't have to be. You can just make it open.
And before we went on the air, Chantel was talking about a couple of tips for when you do have your pumpkin. Let's say you decide you're going to go with a real pumpkin and paint it teal. There are some things you can do to preserve it longer.
Yes, so definitely, since we live in Florida and our real pumpkins don't exactly last very long on the doorstep, we want to make sure that we preserve them by coating them in Vaseline and then also cleaning out the inside with bleach, believe it or not. I don't know the exact ratios. We're not going to use full bleach, but it helps to stop it from molding and collapsing onto itself, which is what usually happens with our pumpkins.
And on Jacksonville Mom, Katie, one of our fellow contributors, has that exact recipe that she uses.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always a great resource. And just another thing I want to hit on too, with all the parties coming up at school, because again, you were saying that there's so many kids that actually have a food allergy. This is another good idea. And some of the stuff you're talking about, like the slime, that's a great thing to make in class for Halloween.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, guys, thank you so much. To learn more, you go to jacksonvillemom.com. Obviously, a great resource with a lot of things, especially for the holidays. Right now, we're going to send it over to Rance.